All right, boys and girls, these are your Reader's Notebook pages for the day. It is Friday, October 16th, and we're doing pages 88, 89, and 90. So we're starting off with proofreading for spelling. We've done this one before with our other stories. We need to circle the misspelled words, and then we'll come down and write them on the lines. So maybe I should move my camera just a little. There we go. Oh, okay. I needed to buy a stamp to mail my letter. Well, immediately I know that stamp does not have an E on the end because this A is short. So I'm going to come down here for number 1 and write stamp. And then find stamp on my spelling list and mark it out so I know that I don't need to use it again. I was at the end of a log line in the post office. Even though log is a word, it's not the word we need right here. I'm not sure what a log line is, but I do know what a long line is, L-O-N-G. So for number 2, you would write long. One person in line started to sing. What's the problem here? It doesn't make any sense. One person in line started to sing. We don't say that because she started to sing. S-I-N-G. Okay. Down at the bottom, all you're going to do is add your final consonant blend to these letters. So B-R-I, what could I add to these? N-G for bring. Okay, and I do believe, yeah, these are your spelling words. So you will make your spelling words by adding the final consonant blends. Then over here on page 89, this is Spiral Review, which means this is a lesson we've had before. I'm pretty sure we did it in Diary of a Spider. It's parts of a sentence. Read each sentence. The action part has 1 line underneath it. Draw 2 lines under the naming part. So the action part is like the predicate that uses the verb. And the naming part is the subject, or it tells the nouns that the sentence is about. So for number 1, it says, the cat and dog live in the house. Well, if live in the house is the predicate, live is the action word, what's the naming part? Who lives in the house? It is the cat and the dog. So we will put 2 underlines under that one. You can circle it if you want to. I know sometimes 2 lines is harder to see. Circling it might be easier. The puppy and kitten play together. Well, they've underlined play, which means it's the action part. What's the naming part? We have to name who is playing. It's the puppy and the kitten. I'm going to circle mine. Okay, pause this video to do 3, 4, and 5 on your own. Then down here, read each sentence. The naming part has 2 lines underneath it. Draw 1 line under the action part. Again, you can just circle. Tigers and bears is the naming part. But what do? Sleep in caves. Which one of these is the verb or the action word? Sleep. If you can do it, it's a verb. Turtles and snails live in shells. What's the action? Live. Pause this and do 8, 9, and 10. Then we're going to come over to the back, page 90. We are reading the sentence below. Use and to combine the subjects. Write the new sentence on the line. So we have 2 short sentences. Foxes live in dens. Bears live in dens. we can turn this into just one sentence. Foxes and bears live in dens. Mice make their own nests. Birds make their own nests. Mice and birds make their own nests. So since these two sentences said the exact same thing, all we have to do is tell that both of them make their own nests. And we only have one sentence. It's way less to write. So it says, number 1, geese fly to warm places in the winter. Ducks fly to warm places in the winter. So when you would rewrite this, you would find the subjects, which in this case are geese and ducks, and you would write geese and ducks. Make sure that you don't capitalize ducks because geese is the only one that is the beginning of the sentence, so it needs capitalized. Fly to warm places in winter. Period. You can pause this to continue writing. We're moving on to number 2. Seals live in cold places. Penguins live in cold places. How can we combine these? Seals and penguins live in cold places. Okay, go ahead and press pause. That way you can make sure that you've copied down number 2, and then it gives you a chance to do 3 and 4 because we are finished for the day.